Welcome everybody to the Single and Stiletto Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima and I'm a dating and relationship coach and founder of Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette and Single and Stilettos. I am so excited because today we have as our special guest Wendy Newman, and she's the author of 121 First Dates, and she's also a dating and relationship coach. And today we're talking about the biggest dating pitfalls that women really need to avoid. But before we jump into it, Wendy, I would love for you to tell our audience a little bit about you and what made you write this book, 121 First Dates.
Hey, Suzanne, thank you so much for having me. And I wrote 121 First Dates not on purpose, and I certainly didn't go on 121 first dates on a dare or on purpose. I mean, I don't know any woman who just loves dating, right? So I accidentally wrote it because somewhere along the line, it happened to be, I didn't know it at the time, but it happened to be first date number 54. Number 54 was so terrible, so bad, that it needed to be recorded for all my married friends who were complaining about their boring marriages. I wanted to keep them married for the long haul by knowing the grass wasn't always greener. And it kind of caught up. They were so taken by the details of that date, they wanted me to write my dates. And then they were concerned about what happened to the last one. What happened? You know, it sounded like it went so well, and now you're on another one. So I put it all together in a book form. And I also have spent the last 15 years of my day job helping women understand men better and partner well. So that's what I do as a day job. So I incorporated a lot of the partnership information and understanding men better into this dating book as well. So it's a sister girlfriend guide to how to not blow it like I did, and how to get it right faster, and then also how to understand men better. So it's a little combo gift with short stories and also hot tips.
Well, what I liken it to is that you've paved the way. You were like the pioneer, so now you tell everyone what they should and shouldn't do so that they don't make the same mistakes and they get there faster, right?
Yeah, and safer. It's like hiking, you know, if you've been on that trail a million times, you're going to warn your friends. Don't get thwacked by that brush. It's really nasty. Poison oak right there. Yeah, like that.
Exactly. So I know you're going to tell us 5 of the biggest dating pitfalls that women need to avoid. So tell us the first one that women need to avoid, because I know women don't want to go down the same path, right?
Right. Well, one of the things that we need to avoid is feeling obligated because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or because we don't want to displease him. You arrive, let's just say, for example, he lied a lot. By a decade, by a foot, right? By pictures of his best friend instead of him, right? So if you show up to a date and someone has lied to you, one of the pitfalls we do is we graciously eat it and just sit through that 45-minute or 2-hour date. No, you don't have to do that. And you don't have to be mean. But you can get out of it very gracefully. You could actually say in the parking lot when you meet, or at that counter where you're getting your mocha, right? You could literally turn to him and say, hey, so it seemed like you stretched a little bit on your profile, and we're not gonna, sorry, I'm even getting nervous talking about it because we get so nervous, right? We get so nervous having to tell them no or reject them. So even just the mock of it is stirring it up. So what you want to do is you want to say, hey, looks like you stretched a little bit in your profile, and I'm not going to stay for this date because we're not quite a fit. So I'm going to give you your Saturday afternoon back. Good luck.
You know what? I really like that you said that because it's so true. It's, you know, if someone didn't tell you the full truth, it's like, what else are they lying about? And so the one thing you can never get back is time. You can't buy more time in your life. You have, you know, a limited amount of time on this earth, and not to get dramatic, but why would you give it to somebody that isn't even worth your time? So I love that you said that.
Yes, why would you give it to a stranger who lied to you?
Yeah, exactly. So what's the second pitfall that women should avoid?
One of the pitfalls that we do by nature is we lead with the end game in mind. So we know we're capable, amazing women who'd make a great partner. And we'll lead with that on the dating profiles. I'm looking for a partner, or I'm looking to be married. We're very serious. We talk about our attributes from a wife or partner standpoint. Mm-hmm. And it's what we do by nature. It's natural. And you can go online and read millions of women's profiles, and they'll tell you all of their qualities based on these things. And it doesn't work well, because how men are viewing, especially online dating, they're viewing it from, she's a stranger, this is a first baby step, I don't know anything about her, and she's talking about being a wife. I need to know if I can be her friend first. I need to know if she can tolerate going to Ohio for Christmas with my crazy family every year, and if she's going to be cool with me riding century bike rides every Saturday with the gang. And why are we talking about white picket fences at the stage of the game?
So and you're saying like it's too much too soon.
It is. It's like if he showed up on a first date and wanted to talk to you about a prenup. Like,
yeah, that's a little too much too soon, right?
Yes, right.
It's putting the cart before the horse.
Yes. So you might want to approach it the way men do, which is just the very first baby step of saying, hey, this is who I am as an interesting person. Who are you as an interesting person? And do we want to spend 20 minutes together in a coffee shop or not?
Okay, Wendy, so what's your third biggest pitfall that women need to avoid?
The third one is dating one person at a time. And this is kind of a tricky one, because a lot of people only want to date one person at a time to really give that one person a full shot at seeing if there's compatibility. But it's not like you're marrying every person you date, obviously, right?
Let's hope not.
You're not sleeping with them all like I did. No, I'm kidding. I didn't. But you want to date more than one person at a time for a really good reason. And that's because if you only date one person at a time, you're putting a lot of emphasis on them. You're comparing them against being alone. You're picking from a pool of one. And that's no good, because it'll have us miss important things about them. It'll have us not ask questions or dig in when we need to see if they're compatible, because if there's just one, it's better than none, and we stay. And the thing about dating more than one person at a time, I'm not asking you to do that so you can go, oh, I like him against, no. Why I'm asking you to do that is, how does this person in front of me now, how are they with me? Okay, great. How is this person with me? What qualities get pulled out of me with this one? Am I my best self? Am I like I am with my best friend, all goofy? What's happening with this one? Am I contorting? Is there too much to lose? That's a red flag.
What I always tell my clients, it's like putting all your eggs in one basket, and you don't want to do that. My mom always used to say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? And also, I find that when women just date one person, they're waiting for the man to choose them, instead of, if you're dating multiple men, then you become the chooser.
Yeah, and if you're dating one of those men who you really like, but he's really busy at work right now and you're not getting the time you need from him, very common complaint, right? That I really like him and he likes me and we have this great time, but he's too busy and it's driving me insane, right? We're at our worst when we don't have the attention we need. When we don't get enough time and attention, he's not going to get the best version of you. But if you're able to date other people and just have it be more casual as you get to know him, then it won't drive you so crazy. So that's another hot tip about that.
Exactly. Okay, so what's your fourth biggest pitfall that women need to avoid?
Well, the fourth biggest pitfall is, it's not a pitfall so much as it's just dealing and navigating with chemistry. So it's going to be there. The pitfall's coming. It's going to be there. So just get your four-wheel, drive slow, navigate the bumps. So the thing about chemistry is you need it. You absolutely need it to have a relationship if you want to be a sexual creature on the planet, right? So if you want a yummy sexual aspect to your love life, you're going to need some chemistry. And chemistry is the veil that covers up everything. I did a video for my book, like a trailer, and we hired actors to play dates, a good date and a bad date. I choreographed the video, and for the bad date, who was such a hottie hot, right? I choreographed in him doing really obnoxious things on the date, like checking his phone and ignoring her and drinking wine and holding the bottle and not offering her any with a plain glass on the table, right? And when the guy brought me my video back, I was so mad at my videographer because he cut all that stuff out. And now my stupid video didn't make any sense. I had a good date and a good date. I was trying to show a good date and a bad date. So I watch it again. So frustrating. I watch it again. Damn it, right? I watch it again 4 times. It was all there. He was texting in the video. He was checking his cell phone on the date. He held a glass of red wine and held a bottle and drank it, right? It was all in there. And my chemistry for that actor had me screen out the very things I choreographed into the video. So if I am missing what I choreographed, single girl, you don't stand a chance. So
that is so true. We tend to ignore the red flags when we're so attracted, or we think, we have so much chemistry. It's like, it becomes like you said, we don't see it.
And my assistant, when I showed it to her, she said, "Oh, well, but maybe he was texting his boss."
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, if he was not attractive, would that be okay? Would you be making up excuses? That's chemistry.
Yes.
Yeah. It's something that we're all having to deal with, and the best way to deal with it is just be eyes wide open as best you can, navigating through, and yeah, it might turn out that you're dating him for a while, and as the initial newness wears off, you have to catch things, and now your job is to say something. "Hey, so I noticed that we've been dating for 4 months and you do this thing. I'm not sure that works. Can we navigate that? Can we talk about that?" Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. People think if they ignore it in the beginning stages of dating that it'll just miraculously go away. It doesn't go away. It gets actually worse. So if you don't address it, trust me when I say it's going to get really big and ugly later on. So it's better to address it now when it's bugging you. So,
yes.
But it's all in how you bring it up, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what's the 5th biggest pitfall that women should avoid?
Well, trying to be somebody that she's not. And that's the number one pitfall. We follow rules. We follow other people's rules. The when to have sex for the first time to have it turn out. There was a 3-day rule, and then the 30-day rule. Then Steve Harvey came up with a 90-day rule. If you're following somebody else's rule that isn't aligned with your own best practices that sit in your body, it's not going to be great for you. Contorting and playing by someone else's rules will have you show up to your date as strategic. And you are strategic. But what he doesn't realize is you're strategic for the good of the relationship. We plot out things so it turns out. So you get them, so you keep them, so it all turns out for everybody. You're strategizing for the good. But how it lands for them is strategic and manipulative and fake. So just watch your strategies, watch your rules, and make sure. I didn't have very many rules at all. In fact, I just sort of went by my own best practices, and every one of them were interrogated. And really, I took a look to see if they were in alignment with who I was. And that's what I want for women.
That is so true, because at some point you have to be yourself, and you can't keep up this charade in the beginning stages of dating all the way through to a relationship and then to marriage. So you might as well be real in the very beginning, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, these have been some great tips. So Wendy, I know you have a free gift for our ladies. So can you tell them a little bit about it?
Yes, it's First Dates Success Secrets Revealed, and it is 4 audios and videos. They're whiteboard animation videos, and if you just want to download the audios to listen when you're on your iPod, you can do that. And they are available to you on Suzanne's site.
Awesome. So ladies, if you're watching the video, just click below. The link is below for Wendy's free gift. And if you're listening to the podcast, go to singleonstilettos.com and look for Wendy's interview and you can get your free gift. Thanks everybody for joining us on the Single on Stilettos show. Our show is available both in video format and podcast format. If you would like to view the videos, go to singleonstilettos.com. And if you'd like to get the podcast, you can download it from iTunes. And if you would like to get our free ebook on why men disappear without a trace, you can just click right here on the video or you can go to singleonstilettos.com.